Hello everyone, welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. I hope all of you are doing well. In today's video, we'll quickly break down the price action of Friday, what the market actually tried to tell us, where the smart money was active, and which levels really mattered. And based on that structure, I'll walk you through a clear and practical trade setup for Monday so you know exactly what to focus on when the market opens. No guesswork, only level-based planning. If you trade Nifty and want a simple, disciplined approach to your intraday or option trades, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I have posted the link to the Telegram community in the pinned comment. So make sure you click on that and subscribe to the channel as well. I will be sharing in my news and views related to the stock market uh, on that particular channel. So make sure you are subscribed here. So let's start with Friday's price action. Now, I did not trade on Friday because I had my daughter's sports day in at her school, and I was out there to cheer and support for her. And as you guys know, when I have something which is scheduled, I do not uh, take active trades wherein when your complete focus is not on the markets, it is better to avoid trading on that particular day instead of rushing. The markets are not going anywhere. And I believe it is this art of letting go of any particular trading day, however trending it might be, and not let it bother you is something which can help you in the long run. But nevertheless, the markets opened with a slight gap down, I believe almost flat opening, came down below, and I had alerted everybody in the Telegram channel itself, whoever has subscribed, the handful of people, that do not rush into taking trades because the RBI monetary policy was scheduled for 10 a.m. and no big surprise coming in from that particular policy meet. The rates were expected to remain unchanged, and that is what exactly happened. But then again, the setup that we had planned for was that below this particular low, with a pullback, we can look at taking a trade on the short side. Although we were at a very good support, so this trade would have been executed around 10:10 when this particular low broke down. Uh, Stop loss right above this particular swing. And I believe anybody would have taken this would have had to exit right at cost, right? If not a slight profit, right at cost, or maybe a small loss as well, depending on how the options were behaving. And that is the reason why I was actually in two minds of giving a short trade out here, because the right short entry would be based on our fib levels will be only below this particular uh, level that we have marked, the green bar, which will act as a support. And as you can see out here, after prices came out here, trapped people who had shorted, formed a good double bottom and simply zoomed. So anybody who would have traded the double bottom at a support area would have made a good amount of money out here. It was a very, very good trade. And post that again, slight dip in the market, and then again closing near the day's high, which I believe is another positive sign. Now today's video will be very, very small. The reason being there's not much to discuss in the markets, right? Like had mentioned, after this huge 1200 plus gap up, that markets can remain sideways to volatile for now because the markets are actually confused. If we look at the prices on a daily time frame, out here on the budget day, we had one of the biggest red candles breaking down below important support and important levels, and then a day of sideways consolidation. And immediately the next day, we see a big, big jump. And then, of course, we are kind of trapped. But the good thing is that yes, we are taking in supports from our levels, which we had pre-marked on our charts. For Monday, we'll not be needing these. Now, Monday is the expiry minus 1 day. So, word of caution to everybody who's trading option buying trades in Nifty, make sure you shift your entire trading to the following week's expiry. Do not trade in options which are expiring this Tuesday, but shift it to the next week's options. You might be paying a slightly higher premium for your entries, but then you will be doing your capital a much, much needed favor. Uh, on that note, we'll first start with the weekly time frame candle. So, weekly time frame, we got a breakdown out here, and that is why we had drawn this particular fib level based on this swing high and this swing low. And this week, we of course we went quite up above it with the opening which we saw out there, but then we have closed near the fib levels itself. So we'll still be keeping this particular weekly fib level on our charts to see how the prices are behaving out here. Now try to understand this is a very, very big range candle. And had we actually got a close somewhere close to the highs of it, it would have been easier for us to plan the coming week. But then what I believe is the following week should be inside bar itself, inside this big, big range. Not expecting it to break out very easily. But then again, we are not predicting anything. This is simply based on the past price behavior. Out here, we saw a big red candle on the weekly time frame, which is actually quite small as compared to this candle. But uh, the closing was near the lows, and that is the reason why we could still see some move, a directional move. But then out here, what we can see is the closing is near the center point of the weekly candle. Out here again, as if you can see, there's another big range candle, but then the closing was near the highs, and that is the reason why we can see a move which is out and up here. Same is with this big range candle out here, which was the wherein we got the closing near the highs as well, when the prices, I believe, opened at the highs, went all the way down, but immediately reversed. Right? No further examples like the scenario that we are seeing currently. So we'll keep an eye on, will not be predicting anything, but then of course, broader market is expected to remain sideways, maybe some consolidation, and then we go ahead with the next move. Of course, on the daily time frame, we after this little big red candle, we are trading in a very, very small and tight range. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, however, the structure is currently turning into a bearish. If we simply do this, try to understand and see, the structure is kind of skewed towards the trades on the bearish side. Not skewed on the bearish side, but the structure is of higher high, higher lows. So, of course, we need a breakout above the particular trend line or above the particular swing highs. Out here, it's much more clearer if you understand what I mean to say about higher highs and higher lows. So Monday's trading should be a good uh, trading day based on it can give us some clarity. However, my sincere and honest suggestion would be to keep your trading activity to bare minimum right now. Do not go very aggressive with your positions. The markets are tricky. So yes, we'll keep the trading plan for Monday very, very simple. I will look for any short trades only below this particular swing. No more taking trades at support levels based on the breakdowns we have already seen. Uh, it is very, very quick to get trapped out there. There's a good trend line which is coming in from the top, and if we break out above this particular trend line, we'll also mark this particular, which is Friday's high. Out here, we can take a long trade based on after a pullback. And this will be the only trade setup that I will be looking at for Monday. If we are still trading in this particular kind of parallel channel, which is there in basically trapped inside the same range in which we are trading since Tuesday of last week, I will not be looking for any active trades. So yeah, that's the complete view of Friday's price action and the exact trade setup for Monday. Remember, the goal is not to predict the market, but to react to it with a clear plan and proper risk management. If today's plan helped you, do hit the like button, share this video with your trading friends, and subscribe to the channel for daily Nifty trade setups. I will see you in the next one. And as always, a good trader is not the one who trades more, but the one who protects capital first. And right now, I believe we are in that extremely, extremely important capital protection mode. So make sure you are trading with a bit of discipline right now, not breaking your setup, not breaking your set of rules. And yeah, I believe that is something which should help you in this particular phase. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Cheers and thanks for tuning in.